Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Pumpkin and firecracker.
Everybody gets to see the cats.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin and firecracker.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
You're an all-star.
Welcome back, Mangler3M here. We're going to continue with Genshin Impact. See my goggles. Ah, there we go. We'll see how long I last. I got my eyes dilated, so we'll see if I can handle this. It's pretty dim right now, but if the sun comes blasting in, I might need to put these back on. Hope you don't mind. I'll be small and you won't even get distracted. But I see the game's already started, so I'll go ahead and get started on that. Alright, so we're continuing where we left off last time. We're in a sort of a French water park type thing with a bunch of different water thingies and trying to solve this puzzle, or at least figure out what's going on. Alright, so I have to walk all the way up there or fly all the way up there.
We're way behind schedule.
There's also this thing. Let's see what it does. Marksmanship. Hey! That's really far. Where's my target? Oh, these things. These blocks. Where's the other one? Can you tell me where the target's at? Down there? No. This can't be. That makes no sense. Where's my target? It says there's 3, but I only saw 2. Oh, there he is. He jumps out in front of me. Hey, we got... Oh, there's more. Alright, got that. Now we gotta hit targets. Hey, we got them all. We did it.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Now we still gotta go a long way to climb. And there's my save point. I feel like there should be more sound. Let me know if you don't hear anything and I'll play around with the settings. Because I don't hear anything.
Here it is! Here it is! See? This canyon wasn't here before!
Just before the canyon appeared,
I hear nothing at all.
like something mechanical turning.
Ka-chuck, ka-chuck, ka-chuck. Could it have been the central hub?
Oh, it's muted. Who muted this?
That would mean
It's weird, it's muted and it tells me a setting too at the same time. That's rare. Let me try. Where's my mute thing? That's lighting. it's lighting again. How weird. Well, this would be awkward.
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
Let me try something. This is kind of frustrating. Who messed with my sound?
Realize anyone else?
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here.
Sound is such a good part of this game, too.
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my brothers look after this whole zone.
Maybe you can hear just fine. Maybe it's only me on my side. But either way, I want to be able to hear it. Oh, you know what it was? When I plugged in my laptop, I might not have plugged in all the cables. There's only one cable. It's an HDMI cable. Can't be it.
Well, we used to. This whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were using to make the carts and tracks stopped working after that.
Idia is
He's
working
got
on
blue
repairing
hair.
the domain. We were just with her before coming
She's
here.
got blue.
Really? Huh. I assumed that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems
I
will
think
magically
that the
disappear. Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit. They've all conked out.
Archon for the Fontaine area is also water. Hydro.
Would you mind elaborating a little for us?
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon this place by accident?
Nuh-uh. I'm Mage Klee, Idia's helper.
A mage? You?
Allow me to explain.
You introduce yourselves to Ferdinand and explain what's happening.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, right now the more helpers we got, the better, I guess. Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Oh? And why is that?
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead. Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Idia bring you up to speed on these things?
It's a streaming projector, right?
Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a cart for us.
Like what? Can it be anything as long as it looks like a...
Yeah, you can put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with the tracks.
So, something like a sedan chair, maybe? How about you, Traveler? Any ideas?
Maybe just a basic wooden cart.
That would solve the issue of material.
Wood's no good. A rickety wooden cart would be too dangerous.
Really? Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
Ta-da! Look, I made a cart.
Wow, that was fast.
Wow, amazing work, Klee.
Whoa! It fits the track like a glove, too. Plus, it's a heck of a lot cuter than the ones Idia made.
Well done, Klee.
I just wanted to give it a try, and suddenly, boom! There it was. Paimon's gotta ask, what exactly did you make your cart from, Klee? I used Jumpy Dumpty. Aha!
Is there a problem or something? If not, then let's get...
This cart is made from,
Don't worry. We just need to drive safely.
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered from your conversation that Jumpy... It's okay, though, because the end product only takes on the general look of the source material. So to be more specific...
It's okay! No need to delve into the theoretical stuff. Paimon just wanted to make sure we aren't about to end up like the, Huh? Can we ride the cart now?
In a moment, we need a hydroidolin to power it up first.
Must be the engine.
Okay, she's ready to roll. Hop in.
Alright, let's mess with the settings and try to see if we can fix my sound. Huh. No sound whatsoever. Right ahead to navigate ahead.
Whoa! This cart is fast! Chugga 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 choo! Woo woo! Yeah!
Ah.
I'm gonna call it the choo-choo cart!
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
The track is damaged up ahead.
Track
we need
is
to make some
damaged up
repairs before
ahead.
we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated by the streaming projector. But the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in the print.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydroidolin.
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble!
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector broke, then we'd be seriously...
Aha! So for step one, we need Water Droplet to help! Aw, it seems to really like that name!
I wonder if it's like some kind of Bluetooth setting, like it's setting up
any
its own
volunteers
speaker
for
that doesn't
step two?
exist.
Leave that to us! We know what to do!
That didn't work. See this little X? That means it's not working.
to de-stress.
I killed it. Yeah. Oh no, it's right. Why did it do that? Never listen to Windows.com. Ever. There it is, F8 had the sound thing. I found the button for it. Wish the screen wouldn't screw up like this. Hate Windows. Oh, what did I do? There we go. How did I fix that? Oh, fix it for a second. Oh, what the heck? Alright. Rebooted, fixed everything. I must have pushed the wrong button because it was spazzing out earlier. I apologize. I'll delete that on the YouTube version. Sorry, I know somebody was watching. They probably got dizzy and left. Sorry. We'll get back to the water park in a second. Now we have sound. Now I can hear it. In a second, as in a minute. Here, I'll bring the cats up. You can watch these while you wait.
Woohoo!
Sort of like the introduction.
I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues, with injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared!
Good boy, Firecracker. Good boy, Pumpkin.
Alright. We're back for real. This time it's working. Adventure Trials Advanced. Oh. Summer Secret Paradise. Alright. So they want us to go to here. Use the streaming projector.
Garfield.
Okay, so I need to move this so I can get to that chest. I need to move that to the left. Seems to be the only thing.
Firecracker.
It says you can leave at any moment, but they don't tell you what button to push to do that. Oh. I keep hearing Pumpkin and Firecracker voice. I thought I could turn that off. I did. There.
Ah, so the Hydroidolon was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty. Yay! We saved 2 water droplets now.
Right ahead on the choo-choo cart.
Whoa! Water droplet just transformed into some new tracks.
Good. Let's keep going then.
Requires power. When it decorporealizes, enters the choo-choo cart, its windows will light up. At this time, we will be able to ride the cart. When the Eidolon reaches the choo-choo cart, its windows will dull and you will no longer be able to ride. Okay, I don't. This is about the easiest game ever.
Hey, Ferdinand! You mentioned that you managed this place together with your brothers. Did you mean that your brothers are water droplets?
No, no. The hydroidolins are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... You'll meet them soon enough.
Got them already. Got every single one.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
I missed one. Was I supposed to hit something? Probably not. Oh boy, oh boy. Here's an upside down one.
Clee can fly just like Paimon now. This is way more exciting than how Paimon usually flies.
What if I change directions? Do I go backwards? Oh, they were saying switch tracks is push some button somewhere. Oops. Oh well. Ah, I missed it again. Hopefully those aren't important.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Haha. Backwards. You know you wanted to. Ooh, it was Mora. Just 10,000. You can go backwards. Mora. We're still flying. Well, we're going far. I think we're way off track now. I don't think we've got everything, so I'm gonna go check the map. Oh, shucks. I need to turn around again because I didn't get that waypoint. If you're in co-op, you can't pause it, right? I can't get off either. Oh, I did have a jump button. Don't make me walk the path. Oh no. I was hoping there would be a path here. Track here. No track? Nothing?
We're way behind schedule.
Going the wrong direction. We are so lost. There's no way of connecting to here. Don't make me start from... I'm gonna try to walk from here west.
We're way behind schedule.
Choo-choo cart arena. Due to issues with the track, repairs are required. Fret not. Once repairs are complete. Thrilling kart races. I need to go.
Next on the agenda.
Travel. I'm so lost. Let me walk and pretend I fell out. Walk in the path. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
Okay, no jumping up, no switching. So... Can't
We're way
ride
behind
down?
schedule.
Not in that direction. Another one up here. Can't see the beginning though. I guess we'll fall. We won't ride down there. I don't know where the cart is. Cannot resist. Must get this one.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, there's another spinny thing here. It's so big. But, not as big as the one we saw in the middle of this place. That one was huge. I bet it's something super important. I remember what Kaya said earlier. Very good, Clee. You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer. It appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station, but he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with, but he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say. Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
Well, if you ask me, you're clearly a sharp person, Ferdinand.
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's still fretting over what to do. Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
We separated and each went their own way. Lucky for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
They're twins.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Still stuck here just as I expected. Well, did you make any progress?
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up here.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
Yeah, sure. Those travelers must have helped you. You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around all day.
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other. But aren't they supposed to be brothers?
Me? His brother? Hardly.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Twin brothers.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the track switch rather than arguing anyway.
You should calm down too, Ferdinand. Let's all focus on the situation at hand. Any personal problems can be settled later.
Fine.
I'm sorry you had to see that. My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area. I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
No need to thank us. We're just trying to help Edea restore the domain.
You explain the situation to Journey.
I see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too.
All the power. We're filling it up with water. And now it's overflowing. Look at the flowers are blooming.
All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is due,
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
You... Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own, but you never actually get anything done.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your brilliant ideas. Speaking of Hado, wasn't he with you?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously? Couldn't you have at least looked to see where he was before you left?
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either, so what's your excuse?
Clee,
What's wrong?
I don't get it. Nobody did anything bad. Why are they arguing?
I just don't like his smug attitude, that's all.
Who are you calling smug? If anything, you're the one who's making such a big fuss right now.
all right, I think we've heard enough from you two. If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself. Now, come with me.
You best be afraid of him. You guys are water, he's ice.
Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation. As a passing traveler here, it's not my place to comment on their disputes. But in my experience, family issues can be the toughest to resolve.
Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi.
Who would?
But it's still not right. I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. We shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry, Klee.
It's okay.
Back to the topic at hand. Weren't you about to go look for your brother Hado?
Ah, right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the Torrential Twister. We would have to use the junction to send a cart to another area.
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
As long as you promise not to argue.
Oh. All right.
Hey, come on, you two. You're brothers after all. Can't you try to get along?
Rotate the track blossom on the screen to change the track their card is traveling on. Color beneath it shows the destination of the present track. Use the wooden board within the platform to check the destination it's traveling on. Open your map, check the distribution of the tracks in the mirage. Switch to amber.
Okay, this is the end of this track segment. Otto should be nearby.
Yep, let's switch. Oh, let me try. Yeah, there we go. Am I supposed to be going up and down? I can hit this. Aw. I missed the junction. Bloody floaties. Challenge failed.
Ah, I guess you had repaired the tracks and stations as soon as I saw a cart come zipping along. Now that the tracks, station, and carts are all repaired, we're about ready to reopen Torrential Twister. It'll be good to see my design back in action again.
You're in no condition to be out running around like this, Hado.
Yeah, but these are unusual circumstances.
That's true, but you should stop to think things through.
Exactly. If there's anything that needs to be done, you can just let Ferdinand and I take care of it.
You and Ferdinand? Together? It would be a miracle for you two to do anything together without fighting.
Hey, that's between Jeremy and me. No need to add fuel to the fire, okay?
I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ferdinand.
Oh, don't worry. We're not arguing, Klee. We're just, discussing some things.
Are you and Jeremy worried about Hado? Why don't you just talk to him about it? Kaya's also worried about me sometimes, but he doesn't ever criticize me.
Wow. 8-year-old using that word.
You're right. But our relationship is much better than these guys.
Well, our situation is a little different.
Really? How so?
We've been through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to help him.
But it doesn't look like you're helping.
Huh?
Maybe Klee doesn't understand everything. But my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy, not to make yourself happy. Hado sure doesn't look very happy. Why don't you ask him what he needs?
Klee's right, you know. You three need to open up and talk things through. You are brothers after all.
I've always cared a lot about you, Hado. Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started arguing. Eventually, all three of us ended up in this domain. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you were to pass out and with nobody around to help you...
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the desert. I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then you two wouldn't have to argue about anything. If it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't have always been such a burden on you two.
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. No one is a burden on anyone. Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle, and you would...
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all kinds of amazing scenery. Yes, that was the plan.
See? Doesn't it feel better just to get along?
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying to talk myself up.
The choo-choo cart is great, Ferdinand.
Really?
You know, Klee, having the car zip along the tracks was my idea.
Yeah, what an amazing idea. You're so smart.
Hey, Klee, do you want to ride even more fun carts?
Yay! Let's ride more.
Looks like all three of them are trying to win Klee's approval now.
And Klee's loving it.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others. Hey everyone, please come with me. We need to get the Hydro-Eidolon in the cart to help us.
Ride and go activate tracks. This way, yes, this way. I remembered finally. Activate the twister. Where's that? I guess right here.
torrential twister is ready to run now. Let's go to the station at the start of the track.
I jumped off.
Otto and I have double-checked everything. It's all operating safely. You can go for a ride now.
Hold on a sec. Before we say goodbye, I have something I'd like to give you all. It's a rock climbing rope. We used it on our adventures to climb mountains and traverse many places.
Huh? But doesn't it mean a lot to you? Are you sure you want to give it to us?
Yes, of course. Please take it. Thanks to Klee and everyone else's help, we realized that there's a special bond that keeps us together. Even though it's invisible, it's even more important than rope. We can always hold on to it through tough situations.
Huh? I helped?
Yes, Klee. You were a big help.
Even bigger than that huge thing in the middle of this place?
Klee and Pumpkin are similar.
Yes, much bigger.
Wow, that's huge! I'm so happy.
By the way,
She's purring.
have you ever seen anything like the choo-choo cart in the outside world?
Nope. Today was the first time I rode anything like it.
Is that so? I guess I'm not surprised. Seems you won't find Torrential Twister anywhere else. Be sure to come back and ride the choo-choo carts again while you still have the chance.
Yep, I will.
See if we can do better this time. So far, so good.
This is even higher than I expected. The drops are pretty steep too.
I absorbed those.
Are you okay, Kokomi? If you're scared, just yell and let it out. You won't tell anyone. What happens in the bottle domain stays in the bottle domain.
Oh, I missed two. There's more than 100, so I could go. Why are they building these up? They're free. What do I do? Oh, they lit up.
Looks like Klee's having the most fun.
Splat. That's not gonna do anything. Oh, we missed 3. Oh, we only missed 2. Oh, I got them all. Yeah. And the dismount. Ta-da! Ooh, big chest.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
That's so much fun! Klee can fly across the sky like a real mage now.
Do real mages fly? I guess
Yes,
so.
that sort of makes sense. Wait, but if being able to fly makes you a mage, what does that make Kaya, since he's here too? Nothing! Kaya's
Thief.
just a master thief! Don't you remember, Paimon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Guess it slipped Paimon's mind.
Sorry to bother our young mage, but there's something a master thief would like to report. Do you still remember our mission?
Uh-oh. I was having so much fun that I almost forgot.
We're supposed to be helping Adia look for the missing components. But don't worry, I've already got one.
You mean they snatched it when we weren't looking?
I didn't have to go that far. In fact, the component we were searching for was actually that orange rope. If If anything, you could say it came right into our hands at the right time. Let's head back and give it to Adia.
Oh, do we really have to go? Okay. Even though I want to keep playing, I know Adia is really important.
That's Sunrise Mage. Don't worry. Tonight, you'll be able to see stars in the water and watch fish dance in the sky.
Seems Kokomi's out of it after that ride. Her face is completely blank and her lip was trembling while she was speaking. Maybe we should have a rest for a while.
You shouldn't push yourself. We're in no rush.
I thought I was keeping my composure pretty well. Don't worry, my mind is always spinning. I'm used to this. We should head back to Idia.
You can see Firecracker right behind me right there.
How about we hold hands, Miss General? Klee will give you energy.
He's exactly at the right color to make himself invisible. The lighting is perfect.
After holding Klee's hand, the stars in the sky and the fish in the water have all disappeared. I must have been seeing things from riding the cart.
What are you smiling about, Kokomi?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Turn to the Silver Bottle Courtyard. There's a waypoint over there. I'll probably have to get to that at some point. Doesn't look like I'm really though. Ooh, look what I found. A happy box. Yeah. Joyeux voucher.
Welcome back. Well, any good news?
You won't be disappointed.
Don't tell me you've taken care of all the problems and now I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, we even rode the choo-choo cart. Do you want to come ride too? But maybe you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'm a little tired now.
Seems she had a little too much fun and now she's about to crash. I think it's time for a rest.
Good idea. I think we could all use some downtime. Thanks for giving me some energy, Klee.
Then we'll see you later.
Bye, Klee.
Bye, Mr. Honorary Knight. Bye, everyone.
Well, it sounds like our young mage enjoyed herself. I'm so happy that she had a good time. So, back to the missing component. Did you bring it?
You bet. Kai said that the missing component was this orange climbing rope.
Ah, it just occurred to me that you probably ran into the three brothers while you were in the canyon. If I remember correctly, the two eldest brothers were taking their sickly younger brother on adventures when they ran into a sandstorm and ended up here. They were all arguing with one another when they first arrived, but it wasn't long before they broke down and were huddled together in tears. They sure must have a lot of energy to keep up their bickering and adventuring every day. I'm a little worried about them, yet quite envious of all that energy.
You almost sound as if you're reminiscing about old friends, Idia.
Yes, I've known them for quite some time after all, but I seldom go to that area.
That bluish blob back, that's the cat. It's just they're exactly the right color. I made sunlight turn invisible, So if you're exactly the same shade, and he's the same shade of orange as the sun.
You can hold on to the rope for now, Traveler. I have no use for it until we have the other components. By the way, Eula and Kale have also returned, but I'm afraid they weren't able to make much headway.
He'll appear when the sun goes away.
They mentioned that they would like to head to the jungle north of here, once you have all rested up.
Understood.
Now that I've told you everything, I'll go rest. I'll go and check on the situation in the remaining 2 areas.
Do you need me to accompany you?
Oh, no, it's alright. You've already accomplished a lot today. You should rest up.
Her way of saying yes. Alright. Part 1. Complete. Okay. Part 2, we have to wait till 8 o'clock in the morning. While we're doing that, we'll do that.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Interesting. Never noticed that. Fast forward.
It's so nice to de-stress. Hey, Kale and Eula! Oh, Adina is here too! Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon. How are you? Did you rest well?
I'm feeling refreshed.
Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. But other than that, there's not much going for this place.
Saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia.
But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for me. Being there was like wading through thick mud.
That's a weird way to put it. Actually, if you hadn't mentioned it, Paimon would have already forgotten that this domain is in the desert. I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid. Almost as if we're in the rainforest. It's a very familiar feeling for me.
Everyone
It's
looks
so
well
weird
rested.
that rainforest and desert are close together in this
the
game.
jungle north of here.
Because they are totally
Good luck,
different.
everyone. I'll be rooting for you.
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say goodbye, because you're coming too.
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot.
You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see you. She said Adia is the only person who could help.
The fairgrounds?
Yes, Kale and I discovered a fairgrounds in the forest.
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spotamod scholar. A scholar? But what's she doing there? Researching the forest ley lines?
Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. I'd better come along then.
Mirage Paradise in Crisis. I couldn't resist. I should power up her so her ice bullet or our ice arrows actually do damage. For just turns and stuff. Keep heading toward the forest to the north. North and high altitude, apparently.
We're way behind schedule.
Puzzle time. You picked up a gleaming lamp, brilliant mirror. Grant color to the lamp's light. Once the color shines, collect treasure chest.
Next on the agenda, beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
That sounds very boring. Another color.
We're way behind schedule. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness. We're way behind schedule. Finally, someone has arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Maimuna. We've brought Adia with us.
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Edea. To be honest, I didn't think you'd actually show up. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Hey, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though.
You want to see me cry? Fine. I'll stop crying right here.
Teardrops.
No, please don't.
All right, I shouldn't have said that. Now, who are these two?
Hi, I'm Mangler 3M.
And Paimon is Paimon!
They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them. You'd better be more careful about how you speak to them, okay?
Of course. Good to meet you. You may call me Maimuna. For the sake of time, we should forego the usual pleasantries. Please follow me.
It is a carnival.
Wow! Look at that huge tent!
Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it. What fun would a fairground be without a tent, right?
Really? Paimon knew you couldn't be so pathetic! You just act modest all the time to hide your actual abilities!
Huh? What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm not sure if I should tell you. I'm afraid it might dampen the mood.
That's not important. Please, just speak your mind.
Well, there are lots of vendor booths set up here, but there's no one running them. In fact, there's no one at this fair at all. It looks pretty deserted.
Hasn't opened yet.
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago, something happened, and it seemed like...
The world got flipped upside down.
The world was suddenly flipped upside down?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal light.
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate at a fair, and made us that crystal light. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the Hydro-Eidolons were trapped inside. Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and offered his assistance.
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my warnings. He just walked straight into the tent and then...
Kaboom.
Yes? And then?
Yeah, don't leave us hanging here! What happened?
Everything broke. You shorted your motherboard.
That's it. He became trapped inside
Oh.
along with the Hydro-Eidolons.
Yet another victim.
Oh no! We have to do something! We can't just leave him there, Maimuna!
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult than you think. You should mentally prepare yourselves.
Just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're already here, let's go and scout out the situation ourselves.
All right, this way, please. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the entire place was altered. The lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which makes repairs near impossible.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around in there?
Yes, mainly because of the lights. Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the stage lights turn on, everyone's attention is focused on you.
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone's attention focused solely on me would just make me feel terrible.
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring at you. Oh, just the thought of it makes me shudder.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go of yet.
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but there are still some things I can't overcome. Like when there's a lot of people around, or when people are staring at me.
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people are looking. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high standards for themselves would worry about failing to meet others' expectations. You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself, then you'd be an even better dancer than me.
No way! That would be impossible.
I can relate. I know exactly how she feels.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day, you will become an outstanding dancer too. By that time, you'll be so focused on performing your beautiful moves that you'll no longer worry about an audience watching you.
Wow. You are so passionate about this that she's practically glowing now. Really? You do that? You wouldn't think I look stupid and secretly laugh at me, would you?
You really think I'm that kind of person? Fine. Vengeance will be mine.
Oh, no! Of course not. Alright. Please teach me.
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway, you just need to open the curtain and you'll be able to see the stage.
Unlock and raise the crystal light.
What's that thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
Okay, we need to install a brilliant mirror. And change the light to over there. Alright, raised up. Let's do the next one.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
I don't see another light. Let's tell it says over here. Yes. Oh, I have to beat him. Dang, grass is good on water.
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Mimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Look who we found.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity to utter my full name?
You sure don't look like you're in any condition to be talking like that.
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's hanging on by a thread, he still insists on clinging to meaningless etiquette.
You. What are you doing here? Huh. Have you come here to mock me, Eula?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now you're intentionally trying to provoke me? Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior and need no help from others.
Yes, thanks for the reminder. I don't need help from the likes of you.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. It's my opinion as a healer that he needs help.
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation. How ridiculous. Let's go. We'll leave the stage to this person who'd rather save face than save his own life.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot just leave me here. We're both of the Lawrence bloodline after all. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your prestige. If anything, my embarrassing predicament will be overshadowed by your virtuous deed. We must uphold the prestige and dignity of the family.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
Even though Eula sounds harsh, we did come all this way here to save you.
Alright, looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Thanks.
Oh, the smell. It's just like the aroma I smelled coming from the lens.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Oh, thank you, Miss Mascot. I certainly do feel much better now.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but not me.
Eula has been worrying about you the past few days and asked me several times regarding how to find you. But now that you two have been reunited, I won't have to keep answering her questions anymore. Oh, I'm so happy.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him. If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then at least give me another piece of candy.
Hmm? Oh, sure. I still have more.
Sorry, I admit my mistake. I know I've caused heaps of trouble for all of you.
Why couldn't you have just said that earlier?
I'm back. Oh, have you already finished catching up? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind us.
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed. There's no need to push yourself in your condition, Lessig.
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest. I happen to be a little tired myself.
All right. I'll leave my cousin to you then. You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we settle things, Lessig.
Unlock and raise the crystal light. Better have to get the other two lights fixed.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
I see it's over there.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me, or do I smell something sweet here?
Oh. I can't go in the sun. I lose my mirror if I go in the sun. Oops. There we go.
A Hydroidolin! It must have been trapped in the curtain. But at least it seems to be okay.
So now I gotta take this mirror over to the other light without getting in the light. Does that mean I have to go underneath and go back up? Oh, nope, because I just lost it. I have to do that puzzle thing. Oh. Teleportation. Hey, look where I ended up. Over here. So I need to grab the light, or maybe I can go back through that thing and get through this. I'll try. See if I still have the light after I go through. Yep, look, I got it in with me. Success.
It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, another path has appeared. This should be the last level.
Yes, don't worry. We're almost to the top of the tent. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal light to the very top of the tent. After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot like the stage at the Grand Bazaar. Have any of you visited the Grand Bazaar before?
No, I haven't.
I have. I've gone there a few times with Master Tainari. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors. And if you're lucky, you could see Nulu perform her dance.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself. If only it were on the way back, then we could stop there.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be happy to take you whenever you have time, Eula.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
We've been to the Grand Bazaar.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've already been there more times than Paimon can remember.
Not that many.
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar and would always give me candy during the events. I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I was happy as long as he gave me some candy. To me, fairs and festivals were the best things ever. I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be just like him when I grew up.
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Mimuna? As far as I know, scholars seldom could spend time doing anything but research. I doubt you could have time to assist your father in preparing festivities.
Yeah, seems you read me like a book. When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be, I ended up choosing the latter. But I was never happy about it.
Huh. That's almost the exact opposite of Eula's situation.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fairgrounds?
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined I would be. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are two completely different things. The main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because my family worked hard. But my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be, so he wanted to push me towards academics. But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. Some things happened, and then I accidentally ended up here. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after seeing everything come crashing down, I feel like I've lost the strength to go on.
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need to feel so down. You have the courage to change, and you've been actively guiding us on this journey. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things. Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than anyone. You don't need to try to comfort me.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people sometimes don't realize that their actions speak louder than words. Believe me, this is something that I learned from my time together with Eula.
Oh? What are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's get that crystal light fixed.
All right.
Whoa, there was two of me. Can't go in there? Where's the other one? Got two. Where's the last one? Looks like it's up there. I figure out how to climb up there. Can I climb it? If I jump on it, I'm afraid to because I might die. It's gotta be easier than that. Can I use a mirror? Arrows point here. Might be under there. this light's on. That's how I get up here. Cheat.
Good. That should do it.
Ta-da! Success. We filled up the tent with water and we raised the raised the light. Good job, kitties. He's still over there. Still over there, invisible. Yeah, stick his head out, you can see that. Now it's sort of sticking out. The lights are on! All different colors.
Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. Oh, but don't worry, Lessig is recovering well. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. Seems I found another good thing about myself.
I don't know if I should be worried for him or happy for her.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait. The shadow just now. It's.
Seems he still might need a little more time to recover. Tell me, did everything go well for you all?
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and Eula, they're at least 40 times more reliable than you ever were.
Only 40 times more reliable? That means I'm still pretty good then.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how comfortable you are with that.
Huh? Oh, what has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right. I remember meeting Eula, and then... my head.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry, that's just a side effect of your treatment, Lessig.
I'm afraid I still feel a little disoriented.
I'm scared to ask what kind of treatment he's receiving.
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to Mondstadt with you and abandon my wild efforts to restore the Lawrence clan.
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, yes. I came here in hopes of finding a way to restore the Lawrence clan to its former glory. But it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sumeru. There was even a time when I lost my wallet and had to live in the wild. But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew me out there. And not a single person even cared about the Lawrence clan. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, the people of Mondstadt despised us. Such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all culminated to making us cling to the old aristocratic dogma in an attempt to maintain our pride. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say,
Game of Thrones.
you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, I realized the Mondstadt that I want is one where not everyone fears me. All that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is a place where we can live peacefully with others.
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan. That is all in the past. We are just ordinary people.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here. I never thought you would come here. I was completely shocked, which is why I reacted like I did. I'm sorry.
See, people can always make different choices, and it seems that Lessig has also chosen to become someone he truly wants to be.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid I haven't quite found my own purpose in life yet.
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose between becoming who you want to be and who your parents wanted you to be is already a step in the right direction. How to find true happiness is probably one of the most difficult research topics of all.
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told us?
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But what about you? Did you ever tell your family about what you think?
This is something that I've been thinking about too. Perhaps the two of us can sit down with the rest of the clan and discuss it with them. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances, but those days are now long gone. And it is time for the stage to be updated.
Isn't that how the Chinese are? They do exactly what their parents want them to.
Also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime?
I can't imagine
anywhere
all of
she
them being like
wishes?
that.
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig earlier.
Oh! It's one of the missing components! Wait, so you had it all this time? Why didn't you give it to me earlier?
Well, you didn't ask. All right, I admit it. I forgot about it.
Okay, we'll let the Traveler hold on to it for now.
Wait, this looks like... It looks pretty familiar. Have I seen one of these before?
Many times. Some might say too many.
Now's not the time to brag about being a hero. Oh, right. I also bought a similar box at the last festival.
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. This was one of the materials originally used to create the tent. But now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid. But if you really think about it, there are way more things you can eat as an adult.
Ah, so when it comes down to it, eating candy is sort of like life. It's just another choice.
So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing components. Only 1 more to go. I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time. You should all head back and have a rest. I'll lead the way.
Alright, speaking of taking a rest, let's go ahead and put a cut in the video for now. I'll go ahead and stop now and we'll continue finishing this next time. Have a wonderful weekend and see you later.